Hi and welcome to our 24th episode. And my name is Sufyan Yousad, and I'm in conversation with the Dean and Director of Six Cricket Academy, Mr. Karthik Jeshwant. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
To all our parents and our viewers, the Dean has a message for you.
First of all, wishing you all a very happy 2024, very peaceful, successful, prosperous, healthy new year. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the parents, all the viewers who have made this show a very great success. Also, I'd like to thank the coaches across, the players who follow it up, and especially the sports parents who come in with so many questions, with so many reactions, and you're loading us with questions, which is a very happy thing for us. Keep continuing that, and again wishing you a very happy 2024.
Thank you so much. Moving on to this episode, how can a parent effectively support and encourage their children's participation in sports without being overly intrusive?
Yeah, see, that is where it is, where to draw a line. Yes, we all put our children into sport, we expect something, but by being, over enthusiastic with the children, I think you're only adding to their pressure. I think you just be a good parent where, especially in failures, if you can really be supportive to your child, I think that will be the best advice as a parent you can give. And you need to intervene, yes, but questioning too much, why you didn't score, why you didn't perform, why someone else is doing better, I don't think it's a good idea. You should allow him a free run, him or her a free run, so that let them perform to their potential.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to the second question. In your opinion, how does fear impact an athlete's performance, and what strategies can be employed to overcome the psychological barrier?
Yeah, fear of failure is a very common thing amongst sports people. And see, especially when you succeed, when you really become a champion, there are so many athletes who have played at the highest level who are having the fear of success. So that's another story. But at the grassroots levels which we are dealing in the academies, fear of failure is a very common thing. But a bit of it is, I would say, it's natural, because from my experience, or all of you would have experienced, some kids, they just not bothered if you fail or if you do well. For them it's a constant thing. But some take it to the heart and find it very difficult to recover. And see, this is where I feel that a group activity, like a team activity, team bonding, and practicing with the team as in a team environment, these kind of things are addressed without really interfering at it, versus doing those one-on-one coaching, which is getting very, very popular across the world. This one-on-one coaching, yes, I know it has got its values, because okay, the muscle memory or your repetition which is required for you to better your skill is there. But then what happens to the parent who has asked this question correctly about the psychological things, about handling pressure, fear of failure, concentrating? See, these are all things. So that is why I advise the parents to have a mix of it. If you think one-on-one is helping you, please go ahead, no problem. But there is no substitute for a team environment, because it's a team sport, and that is where all these issues are addressed.
Thank you. The third question, from a coaching perspective, how do you approach helping athletes cope with failure, and what does resilience play in long-term success in sports?
Yeah, resilience is, I think, a person who's played sport, resilience is very much required, not only for sport, for all activities in life, And a sports person's resilience levels are higher, because he has the ability to, get up from a fall, because very regularly a sports person sees those failures versus a normal person who leads a normal life. Now, if you see the greatest of batsmen, their average is about 50 or 50 plus, apart from Don Bradman and a few of them. So that means half the time the greatest athletes have succeeded or have not succeeded. So that means half the time they have failed. So that means you got to have that resilience to come over it. Now, the support system around the child, that is the coach, the parents, the friends, can always reiterate that you have the ability, you have the talent, and trust your ability, and you will succeed. I think in many cases, the significant others, what I call it as, have played a big role, especially like I just told you, that when an athlete is not performing to his potential, the people around him make a huge difference, and that is how you help the athlete to come out of failure, and he is looking forward for the challenges. So the resilience part is extremely important for a sports person. Like again, in this, it's a bit, some of it is natural, but some of it, the significant others, can help him through.
What I take from this is the surrounding has to be more positive.
Yes. Surrounding
For
has
any
to
athlete.
be, yes. There is no point in putting down the athlete. It doesn't help at all. See, because everybody, the parent should know that the athlete is trying to do his best. The opponent also is trying to do his best. So that is where it is. So by putting down, it doesn't help the cause at all.
Thank you. Moving on to the fourth question. Could you discuss the role of a short-term and long-term goal in overall athletic development? How are they in the training regime? Is it important to have a realistic short-term or long-term goal?
So any goal should be realistic. There's no doubt about it. There's something called as short-term and long-term goals, intermediate goals, where you find a lot in the Google. You will get the SMART goals, the smarter goals, and all that. But in my opinion, in my coaching experience, I look at process goals, performance goals, and success goals. Now these are the three things. Now I'll come back to that. Apart from that, for an athlete, it is important to have a long-term and short-term goal. So long-term goal cannot be a 10-year goal or something like that. I want to play for the country. I want to play in this, that. It doesn't work like that. It's got to be short, because a young athlete, his life also is changing. His surroundings are changing. The variables are moving. The moving parts are really not controllable. So ideally, a goal for 1 to 2 years, in my opinion, could be a long-term goal. Now, a short-term goal could be 1 month, 3 months, max 6 months, and it should go to the day. It should be the day's goal. What do I want to achieve today? What are the plans? How am I planning to reach that goal? So only when an athlete tries to achieve what he wants on that particular every day, that is how he is progressing. Now when it comes to goal setting, and for a sports person, it is not just about performance or getting better at the skill. There should be a holistic overall development of the athlete. How is he responding to the team? Is he getting better dealing with the teammates? Is he making more friends? Is he able to contribute to the team? Are his values increasing? Now here I want to just add a quote of John Wooden, who was a very famous basketball coach. He used to tell his athletes, a day well spent is a day when you have helped someone whom you are not going to see for the rest of your life. This has got nothing to do with sport. This is just about character building. So where he's trying to, through sports, he's trying to develop a great society. So like that, the long-term and the short-term goal the short-term goal should be the day's goal also. Now coming to the process, which I just spoke, then performance. Now when you have these goals right, when you have this goal set or the roadmap set, obviously your performance will improve. Now, so that gets your performance goals. Now, coming to the success goals. Now, does your better performance deal to success? May or may not be, because that's not in your hand, because it is in relation to somebody's performance. If your target for your goal is to get 1,000 runs or 50 wickets, you have achieved it. But does it mean that you will reach success, you will get selected in the team? May not be, because another athlete would have got 1,200 runs or maybe 60 wickets. So that is where you have to draw lines. So I am a big follower of process goals. I think amongst all this, you have a roadmap, but concentrate on those process goals and don't be shy to change your goals. Say like in 10 matches, my goal would be to get 500 runs. Now if the first 3 matches are rained off, now what do? You're going to still stick to 500, you're going to unnecessarily put pressure on yourself. Or the first 3 matches, you get 300s. and then you're left with 7 matches to get only 200, then you could be demotivated because everything is very easy. So then you can change your goal. So you should be a little flexible when you're setting goals.
What I can take from this is trust the process.
Process is a very important thing. There is no point, just making a big plan. I will play for the country, I will do this, I will achieve this. What are you doing on that day and that particular ball, what you're bowling or batting or fielding or keeping? If you can do 100% to your ability of that one ball which you're playing on that day, then I think the long-term goal will take its own course.
Thank you. The last question: what strategies do you employ as a parent to ensure that feedback is supportive and enhances your child's confidence in sporting abilities?
Yeah, feedback is very important. There is no doubt about it. Especially in I use this especially when things are going well. Feedback is easy, not a great thing. But when things are not going well, is when I'm telling the parents also to use this method called the sandwich method, where you want to convey something, but if you're going to hit that on his or athlete's face, he or she may not like it. So probably the message which you need to convey is important from a coach's perspective or from the parent perspective. The message needs to be conveyed, because very blatantly, very openly, you're seeing there is something in this process which is not right, which probably could help the athlete to get better. Now, if you straight away say you're not doing this well, he may not like it. So what you can do is start with the positive. See, these are all the good things which went well. Now, can it go better? By adding just this ingredient of what exactly needs to be done, and then probably add it up, sum it up by just saying, by motivating him that no, I think go try this method, I think you'll be better off. So you conveyed the message, you motivated the person, you appreciated his efforts. So this is a good way of feedback. So to be direct or on the face may not be a good opinion.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next episode on the first of every month. Happy New Year from the Six Academy.
Thank you, and Happy New Year to all of you.